Oh shit. What's up, everybody? This is Tim Stoddart with Stodzy TV, episode 4. How is everyone? Sorry that I took a couple of days off. To my surprise, this video series already has a couple dozen followers, so I've gotten a lot of messages and emails and even some phone calls from people. So I know that you guys are excited to get this next video, but I was at a music festival for the last week, which is why you can probably see my nose is a little bit red, and my hair and my beard is probably a little bit longer from hanging out with all the hippies. So that's where I've been. But anyway, jumping right into it, the the biggest question that I got from the first 3 videos, and the response has been great, guys. Seriously, thank you so much for paying attention and following along and sending me the support. It means a lot to me. But the response that I've got was, okay, we get that you want to create content and build an audience and preferably create collect email addresses, but how do you start doing that? It's very difficult to get the momentum going, especially when you're starting with zero. So what I did is I put together a quick little checklist for any of you guys that kind of have an idea what you're doing. You feel like you know a lot about what you're going to write about and create content. So that's not the issue. It's more so like, how do I get people to actually read my content or watch my video or follow along my Snapchat or my Facebook, whatever. So I got 3 tips for you. First one, make a schedule of your content, when you're going to create it and when you're going to distribute it. Distribute it. Yeah, that's it. Sorry. Uh, Either once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, whatever you decide to do, if it's a lot or if it's a little, be consistent with it. For instance, I have a website, timstods.com, which is just sort of a personal blog that I write on my spare time. Every Monday, I send out my email. That's all it is. One blog a week, email goes out on Monday. And that keeps my open rate high because people are expecting it. And that also keeps the sign up rate high because people know that they get it and they share it with their friends. So there's the expectation for it is already coming. Number 2, get AppSumo. It's a WordPress extension. I assume most people in their blogs are using WordPress. It really, really helps. It's a really clean, user-friendly, and not invasive pop-up tool to collect email addresses. So you have to grind it out in the beginning. You know, you have to write an article, tell some friends about it, ask your friends to share it with their friends. And then with AppSumo, every pair of eyes you get on your content, whether, like I said, it's a blog or a video or audio, whatever, there'll be a nice little pop-up that will persuade somebody to give their email address and follow along. And then third, this is probably the most important one. A lot of people focus too much on creating the content, which is the most important, but you forget that you have to distribute the content as well and promote the content. So every article you write, every video, send that piece of content to at least one influencer. When I mean influencer, every niche, every genre has people that are kind of at the top that have the biggest audience, and you want to send it to them. So I'll give you an example in case you don't understand. On that same website I was talking about, timstods.com, I wrote a piece about minimalism. I'm not a guy that likes a lot of stuff. I don't really like clothes, and I don't like too much furniture. I like my space. I'm kind of a minimalist. So I wrote an article about it, and there's a once a week newsletter called No Sidebar. A guy named Brian Gardner started it, and I sent it to him in a tweet. I said, hey man, or actually no, it wasn't in a tweet. It was in a contact form on his No Sidebar website. So I sent it to him. I said, look, I read all your stuff. You're a big influence on me. I appreciate what you do. You inspired me to write this piece, I think is the exact words that I used. And he actually got back to me. He said, wow, great piece, Tim. I tweeted it to my following. So even though it was just one piece of content with one retweet, that got sent to, I think, 9 or 10,000 people, and I think I collected 10 or 15 email addresses just from that one little action. The 5 minutes that it took for me to fill out that contact form and send it to him, the results were tenfold. So create a schedule for your content. Stick to that schedule. It doesn't matter if it's Sunday night and fucking Walking Dead is on and all you want to do is sit down and relax. If Sunday night is your night, then you get your shit done. Number 2, AppSumo. I'll put a link at the bottom of this article so you can do it. You're going to need kind of minimal development or WordPress experience. You just have to copy some code and put it into the back end of your website. If you need help doing that, email me. I'll set you up. I'll do it for free, no big deal. And then 3, every time you create a piece of content, I want you to send that content to some kind of influencer. Maybe they're going to read it. Maybe they're not. Maybe you'll get some extra promotion from it. In the long run, I guarantee it'll pay off. That's what's most important. Don't look at every single one like, oh, I hope I get a retweet or I hope I get a Facebook share or whatever. It's all about the long game. You want to slowly build an audience that's paying attention to you. As always, tim@stodzy.com. Email me. Send us messages on Facebook. Most importantly, send us snaps on Snapchat. We're going really, really hard on Snapchat. Alex, one of our little Stodzy aliens, is crushing it with the snaps. So feel free to go back and forth with her. If you have any questions, send a video snap, do whatever. But we're here, we're paying attention to you, and we're always going to respond. As always, until next time, peace.